Okay, so today I have my client, Gabby. Earlier we did some warm up and some big core or big three work for core stability, and now we're going to move on to our squat assessment. So we have her barefoot so that she can balance all the way on the ball, 3 balls on her feet. We're going to have your legs under your hips, somewhere shoulder apart, right? You can have your feet slightly turned out, very slightly if you need to, but for the most part we're going to try and keep them as straight as possible. And we want, when we're bending our knees, we want our knees to follow the directions of our feet. Okay, that's good. We're going to keep our torso up. We're going to imagine a wall in front of us as we go down. And we're going to be sliding our hands on that wall, trying to keep our torso up. And our necks, our eyes are looking out onto the horizon at all times. Okay? And we're going to do 5 looking from the sagittal plane, and then we're going to do 5 looking at the frontal plane. So for now, let's have you doing, we're going to look at you from the side plane. So I want you to go ahead and do that. And remember, for this exercise, our prime movers are going to be our quads for our knee extension and our glutes for our hip extension. So our quads are going to help us straighten out the knee, and that glute is going to be what really hinges that hip forward. So here, let me demonstrate that. So it's going to be keeping your torso up, looking out onto the horizon, keeping your back straight, your abs tucked, and we're going to hit from the hinge, pushing our hips back. Our hips will come parallel to knees. We don't want our backs arching forward, and we don't want them arching in. And we're going to come up, using those glutes to fire up, squeezing at the top. And I just want you to do 5 of those. Looking out into the horizon. Good. As best you can. So, and we're going to use a 4-2-2 tempo. So it's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, perfect. We're going to do 5 more from this plane just so I can assess more. From what I did see from that plane is that your torso just very slightly leans forward, and the way that we're going to modify that is we're going to add some weight to either hold you up, or what we can do is we can have your hands against the walls during your squat to keep your torso up until you're able to move away from the wall. Okay? But let's look at you 5 more from this plane so we can assess your knees and ankles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
The only thing that I'm noticing is maybe slightly this knee is slightly caving in at the very bottom. The way that we would progress and modify towards that in the future is that here, let me get this. You're going to feel tension when you squat and your knee caves in at the very end. You'll feel tension on this, right? So you're just going to, when you do a squat, go ahead. Do you feel any tension? Yeah, when your knee caves in?
Yeah.
Right at the end there? Okay. That's how we would work at to keep that leg from caving in. So that's one modification that we can work on in the future. So let's go ahead and do that modification with the weight that I said. So to keep your torso upright, you're going to just keep that close to your upper chest, looking out onto the horizon. All right. Keep it, go back up. Keep it nice and close to you, okay? You're going to keep your torso upright. Squeezing your hands. Okay. I'm going to come from behind you. I'm going to pinch your abs a little bit from the side, okay? I want you to fire that the whole time going up. Come up. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Let's see if you can do it. Okay, better. And that's how we go. And I think once she can do that without compromising form, then we can go ahead and move on with progressions. But in terms of coaching, I believe that that is about it.